Most people try to reach spiritual sovereignty through sheer willpower and force, and they only end up building a stronger cage for their ego. The missing piece was never more discipline. It's the radical alchemy of grace. And as I mentioned in one of my other videos, grace has been a huge theme for me lately on our channel. Because to truly embody your highest frequency, you have to stop fighting the darkness and start forgiving it. Welcome back, loves. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way here. So this is a sanctuary and this is Shadow Work Sunday. Today, we're going somewhere most shadow work teachers won't take you, past the recognition, past the analysis, into the part that most don't talk about, the part where it actually heals. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your own discernment. You are your own best guide. I'm sharing the truth the Spirit has shown me in case it can help you, and I trust you to feel what's yours. So let's start with something uncomfortable. You can name every wound, map every pattern. You can recite your attachment style, your trauma responses, and the exact moment that the fracture happened, and still feel completely stuck. So if this is you, this is definitely for you. Still feel that same heaviness in your chest at 3 a.m., right? That's not a failure of effort. That is the trap, because somewhere along the way, the ego learned how to use shadow work more as a weapon. It turned healing into one more thing to perform, one more way to stay in your head and out of your body. You labeled the wound, but you didn't touch it. And today, the collective is feeling this shift hard, away from the spreadsheet version of healing, the endless self-diagnosis, towards something more embodied, something cellular. We are tired of understanding our pain and we want to be free of it, right? Here's what the ego does quietly. It takes your shadow work and turns it into evidence against you. See, there's another flaw. Here's more proof that you are broken. It positions you as the analyst, standing over the wound, clipboard in hand, and not the one who kneels down beside it. And that internal split has a cost, a major cost. Holding yourself in constant conflict, one part of you criticizing, one part of you defending, and that drains you. It drains the exact energy that you need to create, to manifest, and to live, not just survive. This is the warrior's fatigue. You've been fighting yourself for so long that you forgot that fighting was the problem, is the problem. Now, if you felt this exhaustion, I made something for the people sitting in exactly this place. My Shadow Work Alchemy course. It's not more analysis. It's the embodied path. The link's in the description if you feel called. So now let's talk about grace, right? I said that was a big theme lately, and I don't mean the religious version, the earn it back, beg for it version. I mean grace as a frequency, an energetic state that collapses resistance instead of fighting it. And here's the alchemy. You stop observing the version of you who survived and you forgive her, the one who made the desperate choices, the one who was loud or cold or too much or not enough. You stop studying her like some specimen and you say, thank you for getting me here. That frequency does something logic cannot. It dissolves density. The ancient blockages you've been trying to think your way out of, grace melts them because they were never made of thought. They were made of unforgiven pain. Now I want to challenge something. For years, the wellness world told us sovereignty meant high walls, rigid boundaries, right? Becoming a fortress nobody could touch. But real energetic authority isn't a fortress. It's having nothing left to hide from yourself. When there's no part of you you're still at war with, there's nothing left for the world to weaponize against you. The walls were never strength. They were fear wearing armor. And the beautiful part is that an open-hearted frequency doesn't make you vulnerable to lower vibrations. It repels them. You become a field they can't get a grip on because there's no hook of shame left for them to grab. So how do you live this? You anchor it in the small moments, the traffic, the unread message, the fast, noisy digital world that wants to pull you back into reactivity. Grace becomes the breath you take before you respond. And one day you notice something. The light and dark in you aren't fighting anymore. They aren't even separate. You're operating from one unified field, whole, integrated, present, walking the earth as a sovereign being, not because you defeated your shadow, but because you finally forgave it and came home. Now, if this landed, do me a favor. Subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss next Sunday. And if you want to go deeper, the Inner Sanctuary membership over on PayHip is where I share the work that doesn't make it to YouTube. See you next Sunday, but until then, of course, sending you light, love, and healing. And I hope this helped.